All right, the sun just went down. Hi, this is Rick. Welcome to VidTech with Rick. Well, this is the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. Isn't it exciting? I've got it in Pacific Blue. I've got a clear case on it. Just initial thoughts about what it is and how I like it so far. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. The screen was noticeably better. I had an iPhone 11 when I first started playing videos and doing stuff. The screen was like, oh, because in the iPhone 11, I guess there was just the liquid retina display. So I basically totally could tell that the screen was better and different. It is a gigantic screen. It's very big. I like it a lot. It's very responsive. It's very fast. It's very responsive. I really like the fact that I can go through my apps and everything, and it's really, really fast. I love this color. Although I usually have a different case on it, so I don't usually get to see the color, but I love seeing the color, Pacific Blue. As far as the camera, I think the camera is very responsive. It takes great pictures. I could tell that the lenses are different. Obviously, the lenses are different, and the middle camera, or actually the basic camera, the wide. I guess there's a wide and an ultra wide. So the wide is the best one for pictures, for everything. I love it for video. Everything is great with the ultra wide. Phone calls, I don't notice anything different because I usually don't make phone calls. But everything is basically the same if you're coming from a lower phone in the past few years. Like for instance, I had an iPhone 10 and fine, works fine. So this is just basically quicker, more responsive. The screen is brighter. The phone calls are better. I have not noticed anything with the 5G. I have been making 5G calls and things. Don't notice anything different. One thing I will say, I was testing out the 5G, testing it all around. I wasn't getting these huge impressive numbers. I'd be driving around, and wherever I went, I would stop and start doing, all the numbers, doing the download speeds, and I wasn't getting any special speeds. It was like hovering around 20 to 50 megabytes per second, and I think I was getting better on LT. So anyway, I was at home on Wi-Fi, and I said, well, let me test it at home. Turned off the Wi-Fi and started testing it, not getting great numbers. Forgot to turn back on the Wi-Fi. So I go to bed. Now I have this terrible habit of listening to YouTube videos or whatever as I sleep. Or in this case, I was listening to the news. I have, the Cox app on there and I can watch the news. So I had the news on like all night on 5G. 15 gigabytes of my unlimited storage on day one of the new cycle. 15 gigabytes was gone in the morning. I was like, oh. Now I have unlimited. It's not that big of a deal, but they could slow me down if I use more. But the video properties, I will have a separate video about just specifically doing the video. But the video I have found looks great. Now the iPhone 11 looked great, but I really noticed the low light is much better. The stabilization is much, much better on the ultra wide, on the wide one. Not the ultra wide, but the wide. The stabilization is primo. I mean, it's really, really good. And I almost don't even have to use my gimbal. I have my little Smooth 2 gimbal, and I'm thinking, gosh, I really don't even need to use it in certain circumstances if I'm just using this. I mean, it's that good. It is that good. The low light is much better. I have tried to edit the Dolby Vision in. I had to kind of like educate myself on how to do it, but I've done it in Final Cut. There's just certain ways you have to set things up, and I got it to upload to YouTube, and it was fine. But I'm not sure if I'll continue doing that workflow. But everything else about the phone is great. My initial case. Oh, does it fit in my hand? Now I'm 6'4", so I have big hands anyway, which also means I have big feet. But,
I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
Did I notice that the size was that much bigger than, say, the last time I had a big phone like this was the iPhone XS Pro Max, and this one doesn't feel that much bigger to me. So I can handle it. Now, can I do things with one hand? Kind of, sort of. I can kind of, sort of reach the other side, but not really. I can't really show you, but I love the phone. The phone is doing great, and I would highly, highly recommend this phone. It's a great phone. If you like the video, like the video. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, VidTech with Rick, please do so. Thank you very much.